Yes, his leg is in the air, but it's just made the ground. It's grounded. 147 for 5. Being right, correct decision.
Very good spell bowled by Khalid Mahmood. 10 overs, 2 for 42. And he's bowled under pressure, Khalid Mahmood. That's a confirmation. Khalid Mahmood, 10 overs, no maidens, 2 for 42. That is a very good spell under the circumstances. And he has delivered what the team needed in time of need. That is an absolutely very good one. Only 5 bowlers being used by Habibul Basha. So the run rate now creeping up. .91 runs per, nearly 9 runs per over required. There might be a change of balls at this stage of the game. Usually you would see different balls being brought over to the umpires so they can pick out a fresh one. The others have been scrapped up. Not easy to pick on a wicket which is of the same color. Zarin Gori and Mahbubur Rahman. And the ball has been brought by Mahbub Ullah. So confirmation of a ball change. It might be a little bit harder, and this might just grip a little bit more for Inamul Haq Jr. as well. On the other hand, it just might come good for batsmen for stroke plays as well. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
He's into his 9th over, Inamul.
Whether Habibul Bashar will ask for Rajan Salo to come and bowl a few would be interesting to see. Looking for 2 runs there and going for it. That's good running. Elton Chikumbura played that beautifully right in between the deep mid-on and the deep mid-wicket fielder, and brings up the 150 for the Zimbabweans. 95 needed from 64 deliveries. The runs are coming in singles there, and they did pick up a couple runs. 5 runs so far in this over. But I think what they need is boundaries here. I'm sure they'd be eyeing one, if not from Inamul Haq Jr. Perhaps a new bowler who would need to come in, because another run here. Because Khalid Mahmood has finished his score as over. The 6 runs coming off that over. Zimbabwe 153 for 5. Beg your pardon, one more delivery to go.
Goes for the single, keeps the strike. 154 for 5.
ICICI Bank India Glorious is brought to you by ICICI Bank. हम हैं ना?
That's gone all the way. Yes, there's a superb 100 from Marcus Desmonic. And the 100 for Nasser Hussain. That's a beautiful stroke. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that is a blazing blade of serve, Ganguly. That is another beautiful shot. Bowled him. Bowled him. The finger has gone up on David Shepherd. It's gone. Bowled him. This was on the cards. The celebrations have begun in the English camp. That is just beautifully timed. Tremendous, tremendous! Mohammad gave 50 not out.
ICICI Bank India Glorious is brought to you by ICICI Bank. हम हैं ना?
They defend their territory like no one does. Chennai Feelings. Watch hockey in an all-new avatar.
So Bangladesh way ahead of Zimbabwe at this stage, and that is because of that second wicket partnership. Saleh set things up for them with a very good innings of 77. Zimbabwe on the other hand, just when they've looked like building a partnership, they've lost a wicket. And now, the required run rate for them is over 9 runs per over.
Yes, both these batsmen were involved when the Zimbabweans scored 91 runs, exactly 91 coming off 10 overs in the last game, rather 93 runs. So they have done it before, but they were batting first. It's a different scenario. They're chasing. It can be a lot more difficult under the circumstances. Picks up a single.
Manjurul Rana brought back into the attack. He's had a good match. 2 wickets for 18 in his 7 overs. Now in his 8th. See both the left-arm spinners, when they're bowling to Chikumbura, they're looking to bowl a flat trajectory. Not give any air.
They know that Chikumbura can hit long, big sixes with no real not too much air would be given for sure. So just the singles here coming. Once any bowler has bowled and he delivers with a lot of air, Chikumbura has put back to that, and that went out of the ground. That's well bowled. Will only be a single. Single's not going to help Zimbabwe's cause. They need to look for some boundaries here. Now the batsmen have seen that they've just gone down the wicket to take any chances. Even though they've lost 5 wickets, they need boundaries.
No! Karna.
Was hit straight at covers to Rajan Saleh. 5 runs of the over. Zimbabwe 159 for 5.
When it comes to giants, nothing gets bigger. Experience the rush as the top teams in the world, Australia, Pakistan and West Indies, clash against each other to claim the VB series. Live on ESPN.
This cricket broadcast is presented to you by New Lace Chart Street, a पहली बार chips पे चाट का मजा. In association with MetLife, अपनी जिंदगी में पाइए MetLife का साथ.
9.56 now, the required run rate. 9 overs to go. Inamul Haq in his final over. Top edge, but he's lucky. Get 2 for it.
I think that was too close for Chetan Jaibu to sweep. Trying to sweep ball, got the top edge. Very lucky that it went behind the keeper.
Takes the single. Bangladesh won't mind that. They're in a strong position here. Every chance of winning their first game of the one-day series. That will really set up the remaining 2 games in Dhaka. Should get a big crowd on Saturday. Final match on Monday the 31st. That'll be a day game.
If Bangladesh do go on to win this one, 4th game in Dhaka would be a cracker. Because Bangladesh would go in with a lot of confidence if they do win this game. And Zimbabwe would want to put things into perspective by pushing Bangladesh hard to win their next game, which would eventually give them the series. So it's going to be a very interesting contest. Still a good contest brewing here. Chikumbura just looking at the field, so something might just happen.
And something's happened. He's found the gap. Didn't quite time it as well as he would have liked. He was eyeing that deep mid-wicket area. Luckily for him, he finds the gap between long on and deep mid-wicket. So going a lot straighter. We saw him hit a couple of big hits in the last game. In similar fashion, he likes to play this shot.
Pick the right spot. Did not really time it well, but he'll take the boundary. So intentions clear now. Elton Chikumbura looking for boundaries. And perhaps he's signaling for a new bat.
Ten of the over, 169 for 5.
If you just have to watch every goal scored every week, then don't miss Goals, only on ESPN.
Goals is brought to you by Pepsi, ये प्यास है बड़ी. And Nokia.
See the Bangladesh losing wickets in the last 10 overs. That's why they couldn't reach that 260, 270. They looked like getting. On the other hand, they've not allowed Zimbabwe to get away. Steady run rate they're maintaining. The last over, the most expensive of the innings, 10 runs coming off it. And Chikumbura has asked for some new bats. He's on 19. Once again, this partnership now worth 36 from 35 balls. 6
Good be a much heavier bat once the batsman decides that he needs to take a few big ones. They prefer to change it and get a heavier bat. Even if they don't time it well, it would still clear the boundary. So Chikumbura looking around. He did get a boundary in the last over. Is he going to get a few more and get close to the target? He'll be looking for 2 runs here and gets it comfortably. Much of the coming from deep mid-wicket. I think it's nicely played. Just waited for it and pushed it to the vacant area between the mid-wicket and the deep mid-on.
He goes after that one, and that's a meaty blow. That's a flat hit for 6. This is where he can be so dangerous. 5th 6 of the series for Chikumbura. The first one of this innings. Look at that. He's flat batted that. Right through the advertising hoarding.
Superb blow. Flat 6 over the head, right in the corner of deep mid-wicket. That shot did not get up at all, and he put that in style.
Oh, it's just missed. He knew he was gone. He was beaten by the turn. Now that's a big wicket for Bangladesh. Could this be curtains for Zimbabwe? 3rd wicket for Manjul Rana. And the dangerous Chikumbura departs.
I thought that was beautifully bowled. Just on line and beaten by the turn. Dead center. Big wicket. Played a good knock of 27 of just 18 deliveries. LBW to Rana. Zimbabwe 177 for 6.
और इसी के साथ अभेद्र ने अपना चश्मा फेंका, वो रस्सी पार कर चुके और ये क्या, वो डांस कर रहे हैं, ये बाया ही डांसिंग इन द मिडिल ऑफ द रोड इन स्लो मोशन. वी रियलाइज दिस इज नो ऑर्डिनरी.
आयशा के एंट्री में उन्होंने डांसर्स को देखा, आंखों में चमक है, क्या वो भी हजारों की तरह ड्रीम जॉब हर्षा की खोज का सपना देख रही हैं और ये स्माइल करने की कोशिश मगर शर्मा गई, नाकाम रही और इसी बीच आयशा की दूसरी कोशिश होप खुल गए.
So watch out for those who are competing to live their dream.
और हर्षा की खोज ओनली ऑन ESP.
Close Up Dream Job. Harsha ki Khoj is brought to you by Close Up Dream Job. Do you have it in you to be the next Harsha? And ICICI Bank. Hum hai na.
Hi, I'm Chinasha Panangara, 19 years of age, right-handed batsman, right-arm medium pace bowler.
Tinashi Panyangara comes out to the middle. No great pretensions with the bat. He'll have to just stay there with Taibu. A very good spell for Manjul Rana. He's pushed the ball through. He's got this one to turn and straight. That's flop. That is flop. Hit on the back leg.
He was hit for a big flat 6 by Chikumbura in the previous delivery. Manjul Rana came back really good. Picked up his net. Bowler delivery that turned and hit him at the back of the leg. Now the crowd sensing victory for Bangladesh. End of a very, very good over. Zimbabwe 177 for 6.
For 6. The party has started. Very big crowd here today. The home team has responded with a good performance. 68 required. You can see this sensing a Bangladesh win. The first of the series. 2 matches to go in Dhaka after this. defender Taibu. Still there on 42. Murtaza brought into the attack. Bowled a good first spell, 6 overs for 23. Taibu. They go for 2. Panyan is very quick. He was across the turf in a hurry, Panyangara.
52 Taibu played some big shots of Mashrafi bin Murtaza. Good running between the wickets. Both these batsmen very quick, especially Sachin the Taibu. So he can hit. He did hit a few big ones of Mashrafi bin Murtaza at the deep mid wicket. There is protection there. Well, he's refused to take a run there. I think he's decided that if Zimbabwe has to go over to the target that Bangladesh have set, he needs to score the bulk of runs. So he'd be looking for some boundaries here.
Behind that onside field between long on and deep mid wicket. A single will get another run. Ahmed was sliding across. Once again, very consistent player for Zimbabwe, the captain. Terrific hit, but he's going to hold out straight to the man in the deep. And look at the celebrations. It looks as if it's game over for Zimbabwe. Crowd go berserk. They know how important the wicket that is. Another fighting innings from the Zimbabwean captain comes to an end.
Well, that was a good shot, but he picked the only guy at the deep cover. Straight down to his throat. Easy catch for him. Big breakthrough. Big wicket. Once again, Manjul Islam Rana getting into an act and using a wicket. Big wicket for Bangladesh. Zimbabwe's captain go back to the pavilion for 46. Zimbabwe 181%.
It proved to be anyone's game when England and South Africa took each other onto the Test series. They will meet again in the next one-day internationals. The Standard Bank One-Day International Series, South Africa versus England, second ODI, Wednesday, live on ESPN.
This cricket broadcast is brought to you by Naya Air Action Center Fresh. Kya saans khuli, kya hawa chali.
Hi, my name is Prosper Otia. I'm 19 years old, right-hand batsman, right-arm off-spin.
Josh Coltsire comes out to the middle in the commentary box. Shivarama Krishnan is with Tommy and Bungle.
Thanks, Ravi. Bangladesh right back into this match. Bottom hand coming into play. Rana, the man in the deep. And Morta is happy-tappy. They needed wickets. And that of Taibu. He's got that. 64 for 38. Difficult for him.
A little more than difficult.
He's found the gap. Picked up a run, looks there.
Clever this time around. Mashrafi Mortaza, he was pummeled in the last game. And Tatenda Taibu peppered the mid-wicket boundary. He's learned that he's got to go just outside of, maybe a little further than just, especially because he's got that man on the cover boundary, Manjul Islam Rana. The catch going not too far away from him, an opportunity to be in the game again. it takes that it was an important catch, a pressure catch, because that one having been dropped would have kept Zimbabwe in it.
Looking for the run. He get it. Excitement all around. 44 overs gone. It's 183 for 7.
अलग अलग लोग जो है आपको अलग अलग चीज़ें बताएंगे, अलग अलग टीमों के बारे में बताएंगे। क्या तो देखो ये क्या है, 13 कटे जलंधर के, ये क्या नाम है, ये वीरन, चेन्नई वीरन कटे, बैंगलोर हाई फ्लायर, बेकार के बातें हैं पूरे। ये साल जो है हॉकी लीग में 21 नाम है हमारे सुल्ताना हैदराबाद के एंकरर्स।
Boost Hyderabad Sultans. Watch out for the Hyderabad Sultans, powered by Boost.
The excitement building up in a much bigger crowd than in the morning. Happy supporters looking forward to the victory, the first one in this series.
Needed to win it to keep the series alive and to keep their fans behind them. They're well on their way.
Scored really well, Rana. 3 for 30 in his last over now. Pandingara will look for the big hit. That should be a wide. Second wide for Rana.
He's really had a good game. He's taken that important catch. He's got 3 wickets. He's bowled under pressure as well. Before was trying to go after him.
The interesting thing for me is 12 fours in the innings that Bangladesh batted. Looking at Zimbabwe, they've got 12 boundaries as well, and this is a very fast outfield. Expected one international, a lot more boundaries to be scored. It's been hard to come by for both teams.
There's a lot for the pitch. At the start of the day, we all said it seemed to be better than the one used here. That's a great ball. He really has bowled well. Drawing